Hey guys, it's Faith Duo.
Back with another video.
We are here because we want to help you find truth and confidence in your everyday Christian life, and we want to encourage you by sharing our life.
If you're here, you may be struggling with anxiety yourself. You may feel lack of concentration, having mood swings, or having a rapid heart rate, or you just want to understand people who do have anxiety. So if that's the case, stick around.
Anxiety and other mental health issues need to be discussed more at church, in the church.
Yeah, because there are different types of anxiety. We have the one where your mental defense response that you have that I guess most people are familiar with. And I mean, that's what I'm familiar with. And then we have your body and your mind are just overreactive.
Yeah.
And so I guess we're here to talk about the one that Christians suffer with, that your mind and body are overreactive.
Right. And we said that we were going to be more authentic and let you know about our everyday struggles. And this hits home with me. I have anxiety. My body is definitely overreactive. I have had things where I cry sometimes. I have things where I've had depression. I've also had just jittery. I just can't get it together. Just yesterday, I had some really bad anxiety. I could not concentrate all day, and I didn't know why. And then about 30 minutes, up until I had to leave until my doctor's appointment, I realized, oh wow, I'm nervous about this doctor's appointment, and that I have to park in the parking deck, and I have to drive. But I didn't realize what I was nervous about all day. And I had a dream about having to go to the doctor earlier that week. So my body was nervous about it, but I didn't even realize it. And so basically by the time you got home, I had digestive issues and, sorry, you hear Grace in the back. I had digestive issues, and basically I was holding back the tears by the time we got home. Like I was just yes, I was
about to cry.
Yes, when you got home I was like basically at the point of crying. Like I was trying to hold it back.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty rough, you know?
Well, where do you think your anxiety stems from?
I think I had it when I was younger, but it was very mild. But then as I had each child, it got worse. I think 1 in 10 women who get pregnant end up having anxiety. And so, it increases their anxiety. While mine stems from, childhood and maybe childhood trauma or hormonal, there are many reasons that it can happen. During my research, it said that there could be trauma, chemical imbalance, hormonal imbalance, or just your neural pathways in your brain are overreactive.
Yeah, and that's something that I wouldn't have even thought about, because I don't, suffer with anxiety. And, I just thought it was like, you just, I guess when you, like if I'm getting up to speak or something like that, you feel that nervousness going on before you do that. And that's all I thought anxiety was, but I didn't know there was your body can be overreacting.
Right.
Condition. So, all right. So, how do you feel about scripture that talks about not being worried or worrying or being anxious in Matthew chapter 6 and Philippians 4?
I feel like that those scriptures are really referring to a lack of faith, rather than our mental response, because when I'm worried or I'm having anxiety, I depend on God. And so I feel like my anxiety, because it's not like just a feeling, it's like my body actually doing something, overreacting. I feel like he gets me through my infirmities, like he got Paul through whatever infirmity he said he had. So
that's good. And So, what situations, I guess, that you have this anxiety?
I'll give some examples of some anxiety I've gone through. Used to, when you would come back from Panama City, I would be really, I would just have a lot of anxiety. Like I would have digestive issues. I had lack of concentration one time, the first time he was coming back from Panama City. And we had the World Mission Forum, which has to do with missionaries. And we had the World Mission Forum, and I got in the car. I hadn't been driving that long, y'all, but I didn't really know how to work the lights in the car, and it was a 97 Cougar, so it doesn't just light up. You have to turn it on. So when I thought I put it in reverse, I wasn't concentrated, and I ran into both my grandfather and my grandmother's car at the same time. And so that's one instance. Well, we went on vacation in, I don't know if you knew or not, but like the whole time I was just like I was enjoying myself, but at the same time I was wanting to get tasks done so I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. Like it was just like my brain needed to calm down. Once the task is completed,
what task you had to get done?
Well, everything feels like a task when you're out of your comfort zone. Like going on the boat in Panama City, going off with my friends while you didn't go. Like there was just anxiety. And then scheduling is really hard. When you're married and your spouse has anxiety, it is really hard, I guess, on you, especially because it's opposite of you, and you can't really understand because you don't feel how I feel, you know. Time, that's like,
yeah, you big on time.
It
Anxious about that.
It does, and I feel like, you know, people are dependent on you, so I just get real anxious on and with that. And something I deal with often, the most, is on your time home from work. It's like I'm checking out the window constantly. I'm looking at my phone app.
Sound like a stalker.
But listen, it drives me crazy. You know, it drives me. And normally I have the kids to help me get me through that because they keep me so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, you have all this anxiety, but how do you cope with it? What calms you down?
I cope with it through prayer. Sometimes I have to pray 6 or more times in like an hour when you're headed home. I have scripture like Psalms 37 talking about feeding on his faithfulness. And what was that other scripture? Psalms 55, what is that?
Yeah, one of my favorites, Psalm 55:22. I feel like we say it every time. Cast
your cares on the Lord. Okay, yes, I depend on that. Really, Psalms 37 verse 3 is my favorite. But I pray, I try to look at some scripture, and I, what else do I do? I get busy. I think a lot of people realize when you get busy, you don't have time to think about it. And, you know, I really I depend on God for a lot of it. Because, like, when I leave the driveway, like, to get me to leave the driveway, I just feel like, you know, dear Lord, just protect me and protect my family. And then I just pull off. Like, it's not like I'm hindered anymore. I really depend on God.
Yep, let go and let God. So, but yeah, I think that's good. You distract your mind and you lean on God. That's what He wants you to do.
Yeah.
All right, we hope this helped you gain some insight on anxiety, because there's different types of anxiety that people have. And we really just recommend that if you do have anxiety, make sure that you seek some help if you can, some therapy or natural supplements. Just check with your doctor what they recommend, because it's a serious issue, and you know, Victoria can attest to it since she deals with it as well. So,
and come back and see the video next week, because we're going to be talking about what Wrath struggles with. And
but just hope it helps you and help somebody else. So share if you can. Much love. Be the light.